Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. What I want to cover with you in this episode, I want you to think about this. As we're putting your business together, as we're building your $1 million roadmap, I want you to keep track of all the things that are a struggle for you. I want you to write it down. I don't really enjoy doing this, or I don't really enjoy doing that. And what we're going to start to look at moving forward is, who are we going to get to handle that stuff for you? Now, obviously, one thing I won't do, I don't agree with anybody else running your money unless it's a spouse, or perhaps a child that, a raised child that you trust to run the finances of your business. But anybody outside of your immediate family, that's just not a good idea. But what we want to look at is start to take the stuff off of your plate that you don't really like to do. Because at the end of the day, what we want to have is, I want to have a business that you enjoy running. I want you to enjoy the stuff that you're doing. If you're somebody that likes to speak and sell from stage, when this whole COVID thing is over and we get back to live events, that's what I want you to focus on. Or if you're somebody that just likes the coaching part and you want to get rid of some of the other stuff, let's look at getting rid of some of that stuff and have other people handle it. You've heard me say many times, I'm not everything to everybody. I've learned when I build businesses, there's things that I like to do and there's areas that I'm extremely good at. That's what I focus on, and I delegate the other stuff to somebody else. What I really want you to look at here is, first of all, let's get the list of things that you don't really like, and then we'll start looking it over. And the next step that we'll look at is, who can we get to do that stuff for you that you don't really care for? That's everything I have for this episode. We'll see you next time on the Money Wheel.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.